Making L-shaped battery retaining bolts. William Hovey Smith, 2022.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And today we're going to make some battery retaining rods. And these are for my club car golf cart. And I replaced the batteries in it recently. And as not unusual, these rods were completely rusted away. This is the worst example. As you can see, at least a third of it is just completely gone altogether. And I found myself fortunate to recover one complete rod so I could get the measurements from it. And the method we're going to use is heating with this propane torch and then bending it in my vise. I have a forge and I could put it on a forge and heat it, but there's no reason to fire up a forge just to do a few pieces. Some vices come with a little small anvil actually attached, which is excellent for work like this. And the raw material I'm going to be using is this all-thread rod here. The first thing to do is fire up and heat the rod. We have the torch fired, and now we can start the heating. It's starting to get there, particularly here toward the end. I can see it start coming up to a red. All right, now that's working temperature for steel. Not hot enough yet. Okay, I think we got it. We're going to quench that. A more efficient method was to clamp the part in the vise, and then I only had to heat once and I could bend it over. And I'm also now going to use a larger hammer.
I'm an author, mainly of outdoor books, but I do have some significant business titles and also a new novel, Until Death Do You Part. My new business book, Make Your Own Job, Anytime, Anywhere, at Any Age, now is undergoing a Kickstarter project for the publication of a hardcover and its distribution to libraries, schools, and refugee organizations to help service some of the 3.5 million Ukrainian refugees who are now in Europe. In this, I'm also saving fuel because I'm not trying to heat the whole piece, just this bending area. And there we go. The more force and the quicker it's applied, the better the work. I'm cutting this rod with a hacksaw so I lose as few threads as possible. Whoa. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to clean up these on the end so that the nuts will thread on evenly. And we have one finished, only 5 more to go. I made a tri-fit, and as you can see, I have an inch sticking up of the threaded rod. So I have more than enough threaded rod to finish the job.
Because I've had those threads in a vise, they may be a little bit dull on the ends. So I'm going ahead and freshen them up by putting a nut in the vise itself and then screwing the rod down through to make sure we have a good mate. And we do. So now that comes out fairly easily. Oh, it's a little tight to start with, right there. Yeah. But that helps. We've completed our fabrication of our battery tight iron rods. And compared to what we started with, I think we're doing good. The rods are more robust material. Plus, we're going to put a protective coating on the upper ends of them to prevent corrosion. So, properly tightened down, and we're going to use lock washers and regular washers. Yeah, this should last for 10 years or so anyway. We now have our battery hold-down bolts installed. One useful little accessory tool to make is a wooden wedge like this to put between the batteries on this side back of your bolt so it doesn't work out as you try to install it. I had that happen several times, and until I thought of this, it was getting rather annoying. One other thing we're going to do to protect these bolts a little further is to paint them with this battery terminal protector again, because these will tend to corrode as well as the battery cables and connections themselves. Now that I have the batteries properly tied down, I'm much more confident that I can take this club car back on my farm and actually hunt with it this turkey season, and it'll get me there and bring me back. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. If you had any concerns about the bolts not holding on the club car's aluminum frame, you could also attach nuts and lock washers to both ends of the assembly. And I'm going to do exactly that. For more information on my books, blogs, videos, or to make a donation, go to my website, hoveysmith.com. To find out more about my business books, including my highly reviewed Make Your Own Job Anytime, Anywhere, at Any Age, go to createyourownjobsecurity.com. To discover how my novel, screenplay, and movie project is coming along, go to fatherofthegrooms.com. My Kickstarter project to print and distribute hardcover copies of Make Your Own Job Anytime, Anywhere, at Any Age has now started, and you may contribute by using the link below. Hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Goodbye and God bless.